Hey, it's Dana Wilde, and welcome to the show. This is part two of a special show that we've been doing on mantras and manifesting, and really, how are we really thinking and feeling on a day-to-day basis. So part one was the last episode, and you can catch it here. We'll include a link. And I'll give you the brief of it. Somebody had written in and they said, I'm really frustrated. I've been doing affirmations for years. I have deep down certainties of things going well for me, but I know that unlimited abundance is real and it's there, but my current financial situation isn't showing it. Has anyone ever overcome feeling that you've been working hard, doing everything you can only to fail, right? I've been looking for answers my whole life, it seems. And so, it's funny, but when you read a question like that, and by the way, anybody can get their answers through this show just by going to danawilde.com/askdana. And this question, you can feel the sincerity and the real angst that this person is feeling and the frustration that this person is feeling. And even when I read questions like this, sometimes it's a challenge for me because just reading multiple sentences in a row like that, I can feel myself starting to get into that emotional state of frustration. It's so frustrating. And when I get into that emotional state of frustration, when anybody gets in that emotional state of frustration, you literally don't have access to the better part of your brain. The creative part of your brain, the pathways shut down. You don't have access to good ideas. You don't have access to opportunities. You don't have access to anything that comes on your radar. And so in the last episode, and you can check that out, we talked a lot about knowing the difference between just saying the words of a mantra that may or may not feel good and actually knowing that the shift in your outcome comes from the shift in your emotional state, and to quit looking for the outcome and instead try to create the better emotional state. And so I want to talk about that a little bit more in depth this week. This is why I wanted to do it as a two-parter, because think about this for just a second. Where do thoughts come from? Where do ideas come from? And the answer is nobody really knows. That's the truth. All of our study, we're getting better at starting to figure it out, but nobody really knows. And so I tend to follow the philosophies of Abraham Hicks, where what they say is that when you create the better emotional state, you have access to the better thought. And so if I want to have, and that is certainly backed up in brain science as well, as I mentioned about the creative pathways opening up, we already know the reticular activating system is working on our behalf all day, every day. So it makes sense that if I am in a better feeling state, if I'm saying better feeling things, if I'm actually feeling emotionally better, in a better state, that I would be more open to the opportunities that are on my radar. I would see more things, coming into my awareness that are positive. I'd show up better, all those good things. So this is the work. I know that it sounds really kind of cold and callous to say when you're feeling frustrated or you're feeling down or all of those things. I don't really care how down or frustrated you're feeling. You still have to do the work. The work is legitimately feeling good and doing what you can to shift. And really, what choice do you have? You can go ahead and try to make things happen. And I think even I've been working hard. I've been doing everything I can. You can keep working hard and doing everything you can all you want, all day, every day. But none of that is going to bring you success. The only thing that brings you success, and not just you, but all of us success, is shifting your emotional state. That's what we mean when we talk about mindset work. Shifting your level of expectation. Shifting to the feeling of ease and flow. Life can either be hard or it can be a life of ease and flow. Growing your business can either be hard or it can be easy and flowing. Getting clients can be hard or it can be easy. So what would it look like if it was easy? What would I be thinking if it was easy? How would I be feeling if it was easy? If you can answer those questions, how would I be feeling if it was easy? What would it look like if it was easy? What would I be saying if it was easy? What would I be thinking if it was easy? How would I be talking about this if it was easy? What would I be doing if it was easy? How would I be feeling if it was easy? When you start really thinking about that, what would I be saying? Once you're successful, after you've attained that thing you think you want, you're not saying phrases like abundance is flowing to me in great quantities every day. Nobody's saying that. But you are saying things like, wow, this is so awesome. Things are going so well. I've noticed a shift. Things are turning around. Start to see in your own life already, where is the evidence that things are getting better? None of us are where we want to be because we all launch bigger and bigger dreams. You can't compare where you are now to where you want to be because you're always going to have a journey to take because we always launch a new desire. But you can compare where you are now to where you were. Are you more aware? Do you have better brain training skills? Are you getting better and better all the time at turning your thoughts around? Are you getting better at thinking positively? On most days, are you getting better at catching yourself? Do you see where you've made shifts in your business or your education? How is it that you're progressing? How is it that you're having little wins? How can you count those little wins? Because that's how you make it easy. That's how you start to talk about it as though it's already happened. And when you start to talk about it as though it's already happened, that's when it actually does happen, right? When you think about the people who are successful, they are walking around saying things like, oh my gosh, this is so great. Everything's going my way. It's amazing. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing it. I don't know what's happened, but something shifted. It's crazy. I don't even know what I'm doing differently. Those are the things they're saying. So your mantras don't have to be these perfect language mantras. The I am abundant. Abundance is flowing to me. It's nice. If you can say those and feel good, great. That's awesome. But find a way to shift the emotion. Find a way to create the positive state. Even if the only way you can create the positive emotional state is to start by going, I'm hopeful, I'm ready, I'm open, I feel like things are shifting, I'm ready for things to shift. I know that this is about emotional state. I'm ready to take a nap because I know that that'll improve my emotional state. I'm ready to have something to eat because I know that'll improve my emotional state. I'm going to just play with the dog. I'm going to trust more. I'm going to have more faith. I'm going to feel better about this. I'm open to the flow. I love my life of ease and flow. One of the little tricks that I like to do, if I can't think of anything else, is I'll just say the word ease, 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 ease over and over again, or flow, 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 ease and flow, ease and flow. It's almost impossible to say the words ease and flow 100 times in a row and not start to feel ease and flow. So I just wanted to come back around and really talk about that. Ease and flow. Allowing it to be easy. What would it look like if it was easy? How have I already had success? How am I already growing? What would I feel like if it was easy? Can I be a little bit more in the emotional state of faith and trust and knowing? And if I can't, can I be a little bit more in the emotional state of believing? And if I can't, can I be a little more in the emotional state of hoping? Because that's where it starts. This isn't about working harder and trying your whole life to make things happen. This isn't about looking outside of you and measuring up. How do I measure up against this ideal that I've put way out there? Instead, how about we take a little time and just appreciate how far we've come and appreciate the journey we're on and appreciate what we've been doing and appreciate that we are getting good at this. We're getting better at this all the time. I mean, just the fact that you're listening to this shows that you're a brain trainer. You're like, a quarter of a percent of the whole world that gets this. Wow. Think about that. So now let's make it easy. Ease and flow. Ease and flow. You can do it and you can start right now. And we'll see you next time on The Mind Aware.